Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. So, in my last video that I posted, I kind of mentioned how my fish somehow contracted Camellanus worms and how I started to treat the tanks for it. I did the treatment in this one tank, but after thinking a little bit and doing some more research, I found out that levomasol, the stuff I've been using, in my last video I posted the link to it, but I'll post it in the description on this one as well. Works better when the fish ingest it. So if the food gets soaked in it, then they eat it. What it does is it paralyzes the worm, so it no longer is attached to the fish, and the fish then passes it, and it ends up in the bottom of the tank. That's why you have to do a water change. Luckily, none of my tanks actually have substrate, so it's so much easier to see them if there are any, and a lot easier to clean them out. If you have substrate, you kind of have to like gravel vac it, or if you have sand, you have to suck that up and clean it up. So you'll probably see me look at my phone a lot. Now the reason being is that I'm using my GoPro to record, and my GoPro screen keeps going dark on me, so I can't really see what I'm actually recording. So I have that over there, and I keep looking back and forth. So what I'm doing right now is adding the levomasol, which is right here, to some Akari frozen bloodworms. I checked out the website to see what the recommended dosage is. So for a 10-gallon tank, the recommended dosage is 0.3 of a gram, so slightly more than a gram. And it actually comes with this pretty cool little spoon. And on the spoon it's actually marked, I don't know if you can see it, it's marked 0.25 grams. So this is a quarter of a gram. One whole spoon is good for a 30 tank. Sorry, 4 spoons of these is good for a 30-gallon tank. And one of these is perfect for a 10-gallon. I'll be putting the fish into this tank right here, which is a 2.5-gallon tank. And the reason I'm doing that is when the fish eat the food, I'm going to keep them in here with some air for about 4 hours or so, maybe a little bit less. That way when the fish do pass the worms, they're already in this controlled area, and I could just dump out that water and get rid of them that way. So, what am I trying to say? 2.5 gallons is 1/4 of one of these spoons, because half of it would be for a 5-gallon. So I'll actually have to somehow eyeball it, but I think it should be okay since the fish aren't just going to be sitting in there. And then I'll also treat the large tank as well with the full amount when I put the fish back in. I'm also doing a water change today, so I'll do the water change first before I treat the whole tank. And then what's tomorrow, Sunday? Probably Monday I'll do a full water change. So that's my plan right now. I actually posted the plan yesterday night on Patreon, where a lot of people can check it out. And if you want to follow, you don't actually have to be a supporter or a patron on there in monetary value, but you could be a supporter by following and liking, commenting. It's pretty cool. So the link is in the description as well. So right now what I'm going to do is add the levomasol into this container, let it sit for a little bit to soak up, and then take out some tank water from here, add it into this, and do a water change. So I'll start doing that now, and then I'll come right back to you guys. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so I soaked the food already in the medication, and I've moved the 5 fish into this tank right here. So these are 5 that I bred myself through a mixture of the panda dumbo ear, the red dragon, and there's one more, the nebulous deal. So these are the 4 that I've kept, and one's a male, 5. So 1 male and 4 females. See the females right there on the bottom? The guys are still pretty active, and they look very well fed. They're still pretty young, about maybe 2 to 3 months old, so they're ready to breed, but they're not full-sized. I should have mentioned also that yesterday I fasted them, so they didn't have anything to eat. That was just to get them to accept this food better. So I'm about to dump the food in there, and I forgot to turn my phone on so I could see what I'm recording again, because my screen went blank. So it's just a little struggle of messing around getting the GoPro to work. Again, let me know what you guys think of recording with the GoPro. And then sometime in the future I plan to get a microphone for this, so the audio quality is better, and one of those stabilizing pods. So just bear with me as I turn the app on. Alright, we're good. So the worms have been soaking for quite some time right over here. I'm about to pour them in and watch these fish go crazy. This is actually too much for them to eat. It's probably a lot of it's going to get wasted, but it's alright because this water in this tank is then going to get dumped out. So, let's go. So as you can tell, they actually have a pretty good appetite because they go right for the food. Okay, so that's part 2 of getting rid of these worms. There might have been some weird audio sounds to exist in the GoPro Hero 5, and there's multiple microphones around, so it starts to switch around and pick up. And it probably hears my hand motion, so if I go like this, you probably hear that. That's actually one of the reasons I want to eventually move to a Rode mic, I believe they're called. There's a Rode Mini that goes for the GoPro. Eventually I want to do that. So I'm going to leave these guys in here for a couple hours, turn on this air pump I have up there, I put up there just now for this, and that's part 2. Hopefully I get rid of these worms out of all these fish, and we'll be good to go again before the move to the new house and creating a new fishery. And I'm about to start my water change. I think it's been about 2 weeks, because last week we went snowboarding, so I didn't really get to it. But my fish quality, not fish quality, my what am I looking for? What's the word? My stocking level isn't maxed out for any of these tanks, and there's also a lot of plants that aid infiltration. So, thanks for checking out the video, guys. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. We're at 9,200 and so subscribers, so very, very close to one of my goals of 10,000. At that point, I plan to have some sort of giveaway. And if you are a returning subscriber, make sure to hit that like button, comment, and share. I'll see you guys next time. Check out my Patreon, check out Guppy Fish Enthusiast, and let's go. Have a good one.